stirring my coffee. It's time for Chief Coffee Chats. I'm repeating myself. Today I'm going to talk about Rumble. Because last week I mentioned that I was thinking about moving the Rumble. Yes, I'm playing with my camera. Yes, I'm sitting as close as I can. So hopefully I'm in focus. I appear to be in focus, but I guess I need perfect vision because when I wear either set of my glasses, I look like I'm in focus. And Chief, you're rambling. I always ramble. I've been waiting since Christmas time for somebody to show back up on the internet. I'm not going to mention his name because people will probably scream and holler. But one of the days that he finally came back, he discussed something. And I also noticed that back when I retired, I started watching YouTube like crazy because I had nothing else to do besides fix up my house, sort through my stuff, see what I wanted to keep, see what I wanted to sell, see what I wanted to give away, and yeah. And then take care of all my retirement paperwork and get all that and finally figure out what the heck I was going to be making and whether I would survive on that or not, and thinking about whether I should go back to work or not. Well, it ended up I didn't have to go back to work, but that's not today's subject. But I also noticed that the channels I first watched, it wasn't for 2 or 3 years that all of a sudden the talk of demonetization came across. Playing too much of somebody's song, their video would get copyrighted by the owner of that song. Showing too much of somebody else's clip could get that one copyrighted, and they would get the proceeds. And then it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And now most of the channels that I did watch and some of them that I watch now, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button. Do that because it helps the algorithms so our videos get spotted. I have not had any trouble finding what I want. If I go to that person's site or that channel's site, behold, the video is there. I am not really worried about getting notices for new videos. Not my concern. Because on my subscribe page, I see the new videos come across. So I don't know what these people are talking about when they say the notifications for our new videos aren't coming out. I have no problem with that. And another guy I watch, he complained that it takes him a while for him to go to a search page and find his page. Well, of course he does. Duh. My channel, like his channel, you go to YouTube, oh look, there's a button that says my channel. That's how he gets to his channel normally. I rarely type to find my channel. And he's right, it does take a while because you don't type it enough. Now his channel I am not subscribed to. Generally, within 2 characters of his channel, it pops up and I can go to it. So I don't know what he's talking about. And then I mentioned another war channel, which I don't understand. If, YouTube is American, they were supporting the First Amendment, but then all of a sudden, oh, you can't show acts of violence. Well, history is history. You can't talk about history if you can't talk about the wars that shaped history. But according to YouTube, violence doesn't exist, I guess. I don't know. Not unless you're that black suited group, which I'm not going to mention by name. So I noticed that. And then, like I said, this channel, they were saying that the algorithms for their videos weren't creating enough interests, hits, to have them, as they said, do more than 2 to 3 videos a week. Now, what's really funny about this channel is they have a couple sister channels, where they also are stuck to doing maybe only 1 or 2 videos on those channels. And then they created their paywall. And ever since they created their paywall, I would say just about every video on their main channel, they have had almost a new and different sponsor for each of those videos. But part of their other complaint was that at the same time that the algorithm wasn't creating enough visibility, I think they said, for them to create more than 2 or 3 videos a week. And also they were in need of money. That's why they made a paywall. But on the paywall, I'm not on the paywall, so I don't know how many videos they create, but from what they've said, more than 2 or 3 videos a week from what they have claimed, so I don't know if it's true or not. But Chief ain't tight. Chief just, if I give to this one, then you kind of feel obligated to give to somebody else. Well, I already had to buy a computer. I already had to buy internet service to watch these videos. So I'm already paying money to watch your video, so to speak. Yes, me purchasing a video or my computer did not contribute to your site. Me buying cable service did not provide money to your site. So if you're on YouTube, you know, I never came on YouTube to say, I'm going to make this my career, I'm going to earn money. I've been on for what? I don't know how many years. And I was practicing with the Loot Crate at first. I made about 6 Loot Crate videos that I never posted because I didn't feel comfortable. And now the more I do these videos, you see that I'm loosening up. I still make mistakes. I'm not going to edit. I need a camera person. I don't know if I'm in and out of focus right now. I seem to be. I see the glare in my sunglasses, crystal clear in the small camera to the side. Maybe I just need to buy a good camera for YouTube and YouTube only. But yeah. So getting back to the person I was waiting for, he finally showed up, and he's got 5 other people that kind of joined with him to create their network, so to speak, because he turned down somebody else, and that caused a big to-do. But when you're, and I don't blame him for turning it down, because once I mention this deal, most of you are going to figure out who I'm talking about. He was offered, I think, anywhere from $40 to $50 million. But part of the contract said that if you're not making money, you're going to have a penalty of 110%. Well, the person that turned this down, it's like, he's not making money on YouTube because he has been demonetized and remonetized so many times that he's just been demonetized forever and a day. And he finally quit reporting whether he's making money on YouTube or not. So at this other company, when they made him that deal, and he turned it down because he says, leave my players, leave my people out of it, which is smart because he's the presenter. He's the spokesperson. He's the one that should be penalized, not the whole company. Those guys still need to make a living. So it caused a big hullabaloo over at some other company, and a couple people were like, oh, he turned on us and he's a traitor and everything else. But then again, he said, I don't want to work for big tech. And I don't blame him. I don't want to work for big tech either. Because I watched another sellout. My son used to watch this other sellout. I think he got purchased by CBS. I'm really not certain. And his quality went, ew. I haven't looked at his page in eons. And he used to make a lot of mistakes when he was independent. So I'm going to start, maybe I'll open a Rumble channel, start posting here and there. Who knows? Maybe I said some wrong words tonight that Big Daddy YouTube will probably kick me off because you're not thinking like us, Chief. No, I will never think like you. I'm not a mindless robot. I'm not a programmable robot. Because, like I said, YouTube's American, but you can do your free speech, but under certain restrictions. You got to think the way we think, you got to talk the way we do, and you can't say certain words, you can't show certain things. But yet, a lot of these people that show that stuff say, oh, it's available over on Telegraph, which I never heard of until recently. So you can go over to get a Telegraph account and watch all these videos of the war in Eastern Europe. Because I noticed one of the Polish channels is now starting to blur out the dead body, so maybe YouTube's getting on them, and I wish that they had told YouTube that, but they didn't. Because according to this person that I don't want to mention, he said France approached Rumble to do something, and they said nope. And when that surprised me when he said later, oh yeah, by the way, Rumble's owned by Canadians. And yet the Canadians are allowing free speech like in America, because remember, we're the only country that's got free speech. It's in our Constitution. The first preamble, or the first amendment, Bill of Rights. So, hopefully this will be it. I don't know. I'm looking for a document. The Constitution. I picked this up in the military. I carried this every day inside a binder. And this one was made back in, I don't see a date on it, September 19th, 1989. Found it in a little kiosk, so it's got it's the Constitution. See how big the Constitution is? Not very big. And the print is not super tiny. So there's the Constitution. You probably can't make out, probably not focusing, but Constitution ain't that big. As a matter of fact, it only goes 20, nope, not even 20 pages. 17. Starts on page 1, goes to page 17. 17 tiny pages. That's how big our Constitution is. Oops, make sure I'm right. Nope, the amendments. I'm sorry. It's the whole document here. But that ain't what I'm talking about today. Okay, the amendments push it up to 35 pages, but the 35th page is like 4 lines. But there's also a lot of blank pages. So, yeah. The Constitution. Articles of Confederation are also in here. No, they're not. Sorry. I'll talk about that later. Like I said, I raised my right hand to support and defend this document. I'll do that. I don't bend the knee either. I only bend the knee to one thing: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And a wife. A future wife. So, I won't say look for me on Rumble yet. I'll announce it when I finally post something over there. I may or may not set up my account this week. I have no idea. So don't look for this one over on Rumble. Maybe I'll post it over there. Am I going to backfill all my old stuff from YouTube to Rumble yet? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I get kicked off of YouTube, I'll have to do that. Because I still got all my videos. So they can clean out my account. I still got the videos. So this Chief out. Chief Coffee Chats. Drink your coffee. Excuse me. And you know what to do with bets. Chief out.